Hi guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. In today's tutorial we're going to be cutting this beautiful gather top with elastic waistband short. So if this video sounds interesting for you, you need to sit back and keep on watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button, then share my video. So the first thing you need to do is to take your inches off for your top. Take like 5 inches off for your top. You can take 6 depending on how you want to show off your cleavage. So I took my inches off, which is the first line that I took, then my bust point, my waistline, and my full length. So after which I went ahead to draw out the lines, so we know what next and what next we are doing. You make sure you draw out the lines neatly and straight, okay, so you won't like have a non-straight line. So after which I'm going to go ahead and label my lines. But notice that this line was a bit shorter, so I had to like increase the lines. So I went ahead to increase the line. I label it, which is starting point X. This place is my bust point, which is BP, then my waistline, which is WL, my full length, which is FL. So after everything, you go ahead and start your measurement. So before we start this chest line, you need to know that from the center of your bust to your armhole area, just like I'm showing right now on your screen, is about 6 inches. Your cleavage to the other end is about 6 inches. So your full chest line, your full front chest line, is about 12 inches. You can always measure your client, or better still, use 12 is average for every normal size, except you're working with a plus size. Those that have a very big chest, then you can be using 13 14 for them. So after which I went ahead to mark my 6 inches. Remember, 6 inches, you are going to add extra 6 inches to it, which means you are cutting the front part to be around I think I added extra 6 inches or extra 5 inches, I can't remember, but make sure. Okay, wait, I made the front part to be 20 inches, which is extra 6 inches, so I added extra 4 inches to it as my allowance, which make it about 10 inches in this front area. Remember, with double, you fold your fabric into 2. Remember, fold your fabric into 2. So by folding into 2, you have 20 when you're done. So after which I came down by, I took off my 5 inches again, and I came down by 7 inches for my armhole curve. So that is that. So that I'll get that. So I went ahead to label that also as my armhole curve. Then I connect this line to the armhole curve that I just created. Armhole line, sorry, that I just created. So after which I will go ahead now and take my normal body measurement. If you watch this video closely, you will definitely understand what I'm trying to explain in this video. So after which my bust is 42. I took 42, then add extra 2 inches allowance. That was what I did there. 2 inches allowance. Then my waistline is about 8.5, 30, I think 34. So I added extra 2 inches allowance as well. So you do the same thing and add extra 2 inches allowance. Then for my full length, it's gonna be like a shape kind of curve, so you don't need to like take your full length. So later on, I later noticed that the waistline is not gonna help me because it's not gonna help me achieve what I want. So it's going to make it like go inside, now make it curvy, but we don't want a curvy kind of stuff. So I just went ahead to place my ruler on my bust point, connecting it to my under bust, then do what I'm doing right now. Then after which you're done with your measurement, you go ahead and cut it out, and that is that for the top. I'm just trying to like fold this front part so you see how it is going to look like when we are done. I went ahead to cut out my measurements because why not? If you watch my video up to this time and you're yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, I do not know what you're waiting for. Subscribe to my channel. To my returning subscribers, thank you so much. To my new family, you're highly welcome. Don't forget to thumbs up, like, and share my videos. So after which I went ahead to use that pattern to cut out my fabric. So I had to come back again to cut out my trouser, my short rather. So I'm using length 16 for my short. So in total I cut length 18. Yeah, you need to cut length 18 because of your folding. So after that I rolled that up. Also I went ahead to label my lines also, which is my WL, which is the waistline, the hip line, and the full length. Yes, you need a hip line when you're cutting a trouser. Remember, this is not gonna be a fitted trouser, it's a free trouser, not too fitted, not too free. So I went ahead to take my waist measurement. I added extra 3 inches allowance to that. Then I cut exactly my clouch measurement, which is my lap measurement, sorry, which is about 30. Then I added extra 1 inch to that because yes, it needs to be free. Please, when you're cutting that, you need to make sure your measurement is very much accurate, so it will not be unnecessarily free and it will not come out like fitted, like sorry, come out like too fitted. It will come out like a bit fitted and free at the same time. So after which I connected the line to get my clouch measurement, and then I went ahead to connect that line also to my full length. Just like you guys just watch this video closely, you will definitely understand what I'm trying to like explain in the video when you watch it closely. So after which I went ahead to take -1 inch from this waist area. I didn't take anything from my hip line yet. You connect it to your hip line, then after which you come down like this, then take -1 inch also right here. Then you connect the lines like this is what you should have. Okay, after that I went ahead to cut out my pattern. I'll be using this for both my front and my back. This is what you will do. Then when you're cutting your back piece, you add extra 3 inches allowance. You know the back is always bigger than the front because of the ass. Okay, so right here I was already done cutting it. This is my first, which is my front rather, and that is my back piece. I added extra 3 inches allowance for my back piece all the way from my waist down to my full length. I hope you guys understand. Any trouser you're cutting at all, the back piece is always bigger than the front piece. Okay, so after which I went ahead to set the both aside. I had already cut out my top into two also, which is the front and the back piece. Please, when you're cutting your top back piece, you do not need to add extra allowance to your back. Yes, it's a free top, it's not going to have zipper, so you don't need to add extra allowance. So cut exactly the same thing you have in your front and the back piece also, which is your top. For the back trouser or the trouser, you need to cut and add extra 3 inches allowance. So I went ahead to fold this part like this, so my elastic can my rope can easily pass through. Okay, so that is what you should do when you're doing yours. You make sure you fold it like so that your rope will pass through freely when you are sewing that up. So this is what I have. I'm done with the front part. So right now I'll go ahead and do the same thing I did in the front part. In the second part I will fold into sorry, but I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to do. Just normal folding that you do when you want to add elastic to your outfit, to your neck area, your outfit, anything you're making. That's the same thing you do the same way you fold it rather. So I had to fast forward this because I already have something like that. So without wasting much of our time, I had to fast forward everything. So after folding it down, you set that aside also. If you've watched my video up to this time and you're yet a subscriber, you are yet to join this amazing family, please join this family. I teach everything concerning fashion designing. Join this amazing family. Honestly, you would not regret joining this beautiful family. And do not forget to always thumbs up my video, share my video, and drop a comment in the comment section, because I'll be right there waiting for your comment. Ask any question you feel like is confusing you. Then yeah, and if you have any style that is a bit difficult for you to like work with, you can also drop that in the comment section, and I'll be right there to show you how to do it with a video. So after which I went ahead, this rope is very long, as you need to, I didn't measure the rope, but I make sure my rope was very long. So I went ahead to sew that rope all the way through. You know how to fold your rope now, you fold it into two, then fold again. So that was what I did. So after which I brought in my trouser, because I gave my girls the rope to iron for me. Brought in my front and my back piece of trouser. Then I'll go ahead and join my flap together, which is also known as clutch. I'll go ahead and join it together. Then after which I will join my back clutch also together, just like I'm doing right now on your screen. So I open the two both side up and join these two sides together. Join the first side together, which is the front and the back side. You join the second side together. Then after which I went ahead to join my clutch together also. Then my trouser is ready. Then I also went ahead to join my waist area to my trouser. Then when you are joining your waist area, because we're going to add elastic, you need to be very careful and watch this video closely. I had to use my fabric to measure my waist all round, so I won't have excess, and I will not have to like join both the elastic and the waist together at the end. No, I want to join it separate, so you won't even know that there is elastic inside except you stretch it out. Okay, so I went ahead to measure out my waist with my fabric, and this is what I have. So after doing that, I cut out my excess. Just watch this video closely. I cut out my excess, then went ahead to place it front to front to cover it up. I place it front to front, just like I'm doing right now on your screen. I double stitch for tight stitches, then after which I double stitch also, then brought it out, cut out my thread, then I fold it into two like this, the way it can go around my waist. Then this particular place I join, you remember the clutch area at the back, so that is where we are going to put that, so that the both joining will align together and it will give a professional finishing. Okay, so I went ahead to connect that to my back clutch area, which is this place, and yeah, I connected the both side together. Please, you need to be very careful when you're making your client or your dress. You need to make it professional, because most of the times it's what people see you with that motivates them to like come and patronize you. Okay, so after which I went ahead to like join everything together. I had to forward this part because yeah, we don't need to like run it slow. So I was done here, so I left like a 1 inch space like this, so I can easily pass my elastic to my waist. Actually, that was why I left that part. When I'm done, I'll go ahead and close it up. Okay, so the one that I left, remember we closed everywhere up. Okay, so after everything, I brought back my front piece and my back piece of my top. So I passed in something to be able to pass the rope inside freely, just like I'm doing right now on your screen. I told you all that you're gonna fold that part just the way you fold your normal front your normal fabric when you're working with elastic. So mind you, the armhole area, I made a mistake. I was supposed to fold the armhole area before folding that neck area. Okay, but I forgot and I folded the neck area first, which made me stress myself a bit to refold again. So what you need to do is, before folding your neck area, this part I'm showing you right now, you need to mental fold your armhole area first before folding your neck area. In that way, your work is going to be a little bit stressful, and not too stressful rather, and it is going to be very neat. So after passing the thread, I made sure my two rope of the same length. So I passed the same way I passed it to the front, to the back piece also. Then when I was done, I had to measure it out just like this. You remember we took 5 inches off, okay? So I took 5 inches off. So the length of our rope will be 5 inches. It's supposed to be 5 inches, but because I wanted it to be comfortable, I don't want it to be too to go up, so I had to use 6 inches, which means we took 5 inches off. So our rope is 6 inches, which is about 12 inches long, okay? Remember the front and back, which is about 12 inches long. So after which I connected it just like this. Then to measure the first one I already had connected it, to measure it out just like I'm doing right now. Then I have my 12 inches long. So I just went ahead to connect it like this. Just watch this video closely, you're going to understand. If you've watched my video up to this time and you're yet to join this amazing, beautiful family, honestly, I do not know what you're waiting for. You need to subscribe to this page, because I teach concerning everything rather concerning fashion designing. So you need to join this amazing space so you won't get to miss out any of our lovely and educative videos. So after which I went ahead to connect it, to join it rather like this. I joined it. Then after joining it, I went ahead to like cut out excess my excess rope just like that. Then I open it all up like this again after cutting it out. Then sew it all the way and like pressing the other one back down to make my work very much neat. And I hope you all understand what I'm trying to explain. So after that, I open up my outfit like this. Then it is already giving me what it should give, right? I understand you all. So after that, I went ahead to turn it to the back, which is turn it front to front. But before that, you guys understand what I was trying to say back then. Now I was supposed to join this armhole first, like fold it in first before joining the front area, but because I was in a haste, so I forgot to do that. So it was after I was done with my elastic that I started joining, which was a bit stressful. So I was done joining here. I connected my two sides together, my front and my back side. Then I connected both sides together, which make my top ready to be worn. So after that, I went ahead to fix my elastic inside my trouser waist. After fixing it, this is what you have. So you make sure one elastic is longer than the other one, just like an ½ inch longer. The reason is because we want to also press the elastic down. So I went ahead to cut out my excess. So after that, making one elastic longer than the other one, I open up the waist like this also, then press this other part that is longer down. Reason is because we want a professional job and you do not want to have like a messy finishing. All right, so I went ahead to press it down and also give it a tight stitch. Okay, so after giving it a tight stitch, then again I open it all up and it was already giving. Right now there is no part that will show that you had elastic to your waist except someone touch it. So everything fall inside my elastic, sorry, my waist rather. So after doing that, I had to like stitch down the remaining part that I left when I was sewing it. So this is what you should have when you're done sewing everything. Then I folded my trouser length. I did the same thing to my top, and voila, this is what we have. Thank you so much for watching this video up to this time. If today is the first time of you coming across this channel, don't forget to subscribe, turn on the bell button, share my video, and see you guys in my next video. Bye.